wasting nobody. That is a miracle. And miracles is the way things ought to be.
Invictus Gaming's turn to ban.
Welcome back. Time now. Game 2 of IG versus Team Empire, the grand finals. We've got Empire trailing 1-0, a very one-sided affair in game 1, and well, we're going to see what they can pull out in game number 2.
A tough game for Team Empire. Hopefully they can channel that inner Taylor Swift, shake it off coming into game number 2, and take us into an ace match and give us a shot at that title. But boy, if IG play like that again, Empire not going to stand much of a chance. Will Empire ban out the Axe, though? They've already banned out the Troll. IG banning out Wisp, Bristleback. First pick will go to IG. Empire thinking about this second ban quite hard.
I wonder if it's even something they consider taking for themselves. I guess IG have the first pick, so they're going to ban out the Storm Spirit once more. Something I kind of consider, it's like, at this point, teams have been banning Storm every single game against Ferrari. After a game like that, it's almost just like, how can it get worse? Let's just give them Storm and try something new, but they're not going to take that approach.
But will IG first pick the Axe here is the question. A first pick Jug could certainly be in the cards.
If they do, for Empire, it's much more about picking heroes that can deal with an Axe. Last time, they already had the Dazzle, who's kind of gets pseudo-countered by the Axe, and then they went into cores that could get put out. Let's go again. It just suits the way IG like to lane things. They have that dual lane, 2-1-2 setup, and then Luo, as early as possible, just rotates to the jungle, giving Faith the off-lane. Faith, for day 3, has basically been an off-lane player.
Yeah.
He's been solo in that off-lane for a majority of these games.
Okay, so Empire doing something similar here. They first picked the Brewmaster, but now they switch it up. Ancient Apparition drafted very early on here. A bit atypical, GoDz. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Empire looking to get very aggressive in the early laning stage. Maybe looking to do something that can punish an Axe. Maybe something like one of their kind of cheesy tri-lanes, like get a Tusk to go with the Ancient Apparition and have a +1 in an offensive tri-lane, but it does make me think Empire want to have a strong support duo, something like a Rubik AA maybe, and IG go with the Phoenix once more.
Wow.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly right. And these two heroes very flexible, though. Axe, as we've talked about, can play an array of roles. He can go to the jungle, basically at level 1, like we saw last game. He could go off lane. He could go safe lane. Phoenix as well has that degree of flexibility. Can be a support and do some dual lanes, or you can be that solo off laner. Still very open-ended for IG.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big things about the Phoenix is it's not a hero that you see and you're like, okay, we've got to counter this now. It's just, well, strong laning hero, something that gives IG good team fight, and I think that's something where they felt they maybe struggled a bit against Empire earlier today. Those mid-game team fights, Empire just rocked. Both Game 1 and Game 2, Empire had these incredible mid-game team fights. It turned around Game 2, and Game 1, it got Empire the huge lead. It wasn't until Burning on his Troll got 6-slotted that they could turn around that Game 1 in that winner bracket finals. So I think IG looking to add that level of team fight, have some mid-game presence of their own, not just Phoenix, but Axe as well as a hero. Kind of tackling Empire when they're kind of looking to be strongest.
Yeah, and since Troll has been that go-to ban, and not every game, but more often than not, Phoenix feels just a little more safe. And as we saw in the last match, so far, not a lot of scary attack speed on Empire. If anything, the opposite with that potential chilling touch on the Ancient Apparition. But third ban's on the way. IG will ban out one of the good supports here, the Earthshaker, as we talked about quite a bit in that last match.
Yeah, we'll see what Empire want to do here. I think it's something that, like you said, IG recognized a trend. They're playing the Brewmaster, the Bristleback, these kind of initiator-type heroes for Yoki, the Sand King, the Earthshaker. They never have attack speed. They never have a good way of dealing with a Supernova in a team fight. Also, they get heroes that get BKB much later on. Brewmaster's not rushing a BKB. He gets it after his Blink, his Vlads, then the BKB comes. So, and even then, he hasn't got the attack speed that easily deals with a Supernova. So I feel like Empire maybe need to go for a different kind of carry here, or at least a different kind of laning setup. Something to catch IG by surprise.
Well, Team Empire thinking pretty hard about this third ban here, delving deep into the reserve time. Tricky bans against IG. They'll settle on the Witch Doctor, another hero that gave him some trouble last game, preventing IG from doing pretty much the same thing they did in the last match.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about the Morphling. They've got the AA, so while IG could still pick a Morphling, I feel like Empire are going to be satisfied that they've got one hero, which is a good counter to it. Makes ganking him a lot easier when he can't morph strength. And
I feel like this fourth ban from Empire needs to be the Juggernaut. If they leave him in the pool, that's got to be tempting for burning. IG, they'll go ahead and take out the Nevermore.
Yeah, I like that. There was a potential for Empire to do what IG did, which is ban Sniper and then instantly pick the Shadow Fiend. That was the IG move back in Game 1, where you kind of secure the mid lane for your Shadow Fiend by taking out one of the better kind of counter picks for the mid lane and the Sniper. So.
Yeah, but what do you ban here if you're Empire? I was talking about the Jug, but now that you mentioned the Sniper,
yeah.
One of them's going to get through.
I mean, Empire could theoretically pick the Sniper, but
true.
Not sure if that's what they want or have in mind. The Jug ban you mentioned may be something that Empire just feel confident they're going to have a good laning stage and can deal with, but for now, they're thinking things through. Very, very tough here with this fourth ban.
As we pointed out, the open-ended nature of this IG draft just makes them so hard to decide on these third and fourth bans.
I mean, you know where these two heroes are going, but it's still, there's so many possibilities. Ferrari's got a very versatile mix of heroes he plays in the mid lane. We haven't even seen some of his classic heroes like his TA, his Invoker. These heroes just aren't really in the metagame, but theoretically, a hero like a TA could easily fit into a draft, especially on that dire side when you've got Roshan.
And when you have an Axe, there's plenty of physical damage to go around. That minus armor is definitely something that you might want to have on your lineup. So with Sniper banned out, Empire, they'll have the luxury of the first third pick.
Rubik always a support that I think synergizes so well with the AA, especially when you get offensive. They work so well as far as lockdown with the Phoenix, great damage output with telekinesis plus chilling touch.
5 seconds remaining.
Other options, the Tusk as that full position support is the other thing that Empire every now and then pull out, but it will be the Rubik.
All right. Absolute comfort hero for Empire, as we've mentioned, Yoki and Aloha Dance, both amazing Rubik players, and a bit ambiguous. Could be their offlaner, could also be their second support. They could also look at that silencer. Again, we mentioned it in the last match, so strong against Phoenix in the laning stage, just completely counters the Icarus dive with the last word. Empire
may even be considering an offensive tri-lane with this Rubik AA. It would mean they'd have to get a very defensive, safe lane solo to go up against that Axe Phoenix lane. Something range that can just sit back, leech XP, maybe something like a Zeus or something, but... There we go. 4:30, Queen of Pain going to be coming out. I do reveal one more piece of the puzzle here in Game 2, and it's going to be their mid laner.
So at least 2 cores for IG locked in place here, your Axe and your Queen of Pain. Starting to feel possibly more like a support Phoenix, probably your faith hero this go-around. Now, what do Empire do in retaliation? They'll need at least a core and maybe another support.
They like their Magnus. I'm not sure this is going to be another Magnus game. It feels like it's just too weak in the laning stage. Takes too long for the hero to come online unless you give him something like solo mid, but even then he's going to get destroyed by a Queen of Pain. I think they're going to realize the importance of the laning stage after that Game 1, that they can't get outlaned or you end up getting stomped by IG. So probably more lane-dominated type heroes here. Maybe something, as far as the offlane goes, maybe they go back for something like the offlane Sanking for Yoki, which he's done so well in. But still, not the best heroes filing dealing with a Phoenix, although it is pretty good as far as initiation onto a Queen of Pain, magic damage for the Axe.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Zenking could be an option, but Empire, they're running out of reserve time here. Only 5 seconds left.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, what's it going to be?
The TA.
For Team Empire as well.
Gaming's turn to pick.
Now, a hero that can hold its own against the Queen of Pain in mid lane. Queen of Pain with a sentry can kind of come out on top with the Shadow Strike harass, but does cost IG some investment as far as having those sentries, but...
Starting to feel more like an off-lane Brewmaster here for Yoki. The aggro try, I think, a little less likely now for Empire.
Yes. Could be like a Brewmaster in the aggro try if they can get a safe lane solo, but they normally like to secure silence farm. And wondering what other options. They could still go for a safe lane Brew and get that Sanking type hero for the off lane, but that's going to be in the Empire style. Get Yoki a space creator for the off lane. Sanking, Earthshaker. Other thing, we keep talking like this is support Rubik. The last two of the last 3 times they've played this, it's been Yoki on the offlane Rubik. So this is no guarantees we're looking at a support Rubik.
Yeah, it could be just a 5th pick support here. We'll see what IG want to do with their 4th and how these final bans come about. IG with the luxury of some bonus time here. Also, that slightly more ambiguous draft with the Phoenix.
Something still in the pool is the Chen, but neither
There's
team
your Juggernaut. That'll be your burning hero, and That'll be his support Phoenix.
Yep. I like that Empire kind of stopped banning the Chen, because the way IG, they've been doing 2-1-2 laning step every game, it kind of wasn't necessary to keep banning the Chen, so they got an extra ban out of that, but ultimately IG still getting heroes they want to get their hands on, and the last ban will be Chuan's Lion, so some kind of a safe lane support to go with the Jug, but still other possibilities available.
Definitely a few in the pool, but Vengeful Spirit's the big one that comes to mind. IG on the dire side, you can always benefit from that minus armor. Maybe a go-to pick there. Although Empire may have the option to pick her up first.
IG are worried about here. I think you're looking to ban some kind of a more mid-game oriented hero, something with it strong in the laning stage. Even if you're expecting an offlane, even if you think it might be an offlane Rubik, I think you're better off banning like a core type hero that could cause you problems.
And they ban out the Sand King. A little respect going to Yoki. IG doing their homework.
So if it's going to be a Rubik support, Yoki hero is available. Maybe he's the Brew, I guess. You're going to run like a 2-carry setup with the TA +1. You know it's a dual lane from the Jug +1, so that does mean someone like a Brewmaster can just go up there and look to leech as much XP as possible, but at some point he will get zoned out by support with a Blade Fury Juggernaut.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
No reserve time available as well.
I was just going to say, we can guess what Empire wants to get, or we can just wait patiently for the next 5 seconds, and all of our questions will be answered.
Feels like Empire weren't entirely sure with this draft. They go with the Batrider last. I mean, so many picks seems like they got right down to the end of reserve time, so this is not a typical Empire draft by any means.
They do have a fair bit of control. The Flaming Lasso is that piece of the puzzle they were kind of lacking. Rubik Ancient Apparition, you can find Cold Feet procs, but outside of that, it's just Telekinesis and Boulder Toss.
That Venge pick you mentioned is even more appealing now for IG with the Batrider pickup. Other option, if you want something that's slightly better in the laning stage, is the Disruptor. But I think the Venge is just so perfect here.
Those have to be the top 2 options. I can't really think of any other supports that haven't been banned out that would work well here. They could look for something like a Lich or the Shadow Shaman. Okay, pushing power for IG. Is this the first Shadow Shaman pick of the tournament?
I think we've maybe seen one game where a team went for a kind of cheesy push strat.
We haven't seen him much.
Yeah. Not a common pick by any means. I think it may have been even IG playing him going back to day 1. But we'll see. Yoki
they must be
on the
feeling
Batrider.
confident to pass up a Vengeful Spirit against a Batrider for Shadow Shaman.
So IG most likely going to be running that same 2-1-2 setup with Luo rotating to the jungle very early, as he likes to do. As for Team Empire, wondering if this will be the standard Batrider offlane, or if they'll even try to mix things up and do that Rubik AA offensive tri-lane, which can be very potent.
Yeah, but is that potent with a Brewmaster as your main core? I guess he does do a lot of damage with the clap in lane. You get the guaranteed crit, so it is pretty bursty.
5 seconds remaining.
All right. Welcome to game number 2 of your grand final series. IG up 1-0 over Empire. Empire absolutely need this game if they want to take it to an ace match and have a chance at taking first place here in the Major All-Stars Dota 2 tournament.
We'll introduce some rosters here. Down 1-0, Team Empire going to be putting Aloha Dance on his signature Rubik. Boots first for him. Joining him will be Silent in the offlane on the Brewmaster, rounding out this offensive tri-lane. Always want to fly, playing your AA. Mid lane will be Resolution on the Templar Assassin. And finally, Yoki on the safe lane solo Batrider.
And on the dire side, we've got Invictus Gaming. Luo playing the axe once again. He was out of control in game 1, hoping to do the same here in game number 2. Faith once again will be on the Phoenix. We'll see Ferrari 430 in the mid lane on the Queen of Pain. In the safe lane, that puts Burning on the Juggernaut. And Chuan on the Shadow Shaman Rasta.
So Empire do go for that offensive tri-lane, and something which can punish a weak support like the Shadow Shaman. Very low movement speed, hard to get away, easy to get that telekinesis initiation, especially when Rubik has those boots. And
look at this, GoDz. Burning goes boots first.
I mean, that kind of helps him a little bit, but it does limit his amount of HP regen in this lane. He's going to get bullied out of top lane if he tries to go up there and farm. And Faith is already headed top. IG realize this is an offensive tri-lane, and they're looking to maybe compensate for this by having a second support up here, but even so, even if this is a 3v3, I don't see this lane going much better for IG.
Yeah, no doubt about it that Empire have the stronger tri-lane here. As we've talked about, you can get cold feet procs with the telekinesis there. Very bursty with the Fade Bolt as well. They will get that first point in Chilling Touch, skilled up already.
Cute little play from Empire. They're hiding in the secret shop. They've already used one Tango, and they're looking to chop down a second. They'll have that flank coming in. It is burning, though. You mentioned he's got boots first. A Blade Fury escape is very, very likely. They want the Shadow Charm to show his face, but that's unlikely to happen here.
Faith in the mid lane for now, hanging out nearby Ferrari to secure him an early edge against the TA. And down bottom, it will be a 1-for-1. Yoki and Luo up top. Here we go. Telekinesis on the burning. There's your Blade Fury to try to make it back to the tower. Auto attacks coming in. The Chilling Touch, not enough for a kill. But like you mentioned, the lack of regen will make this difficult for burning.
Yeah, it seems worthwhile there. Maybe they didn't want to commit as much as they did. Could have just gone in with like a Telekinesis Chilling Touch, but the clap being used as well. I'll keep on zoning and pressuring out this top lane. Phoenix, not a good tri-lane versus tri-lane hero here with his 0 base armor. As they're going to protect him, will dive through with some slow, but the damage from a level 1 dive, pretty much negligible, not really good use. Phoenix basically takes more damage than he deals there, and Team Empire will have a big edge in this 3v3 lane.
Burning in kind of an awkward position here. Aloha Dance on the run. He's got a telekinesis. Burning. He's going to get caught here. This could be a potential first blood. Always want to fly. Throwing in the auto attacks. A few more and they'll find it, and they do. It's Empire that strike first. Always want to fly. Gets the bonus gold.
That's a good start if you're Team Empire. You want to make sure this offensive trial lane not only pressures and stops IG from farming, but finding kills. That's going to be a big confidence booster after demoralizing game 1. And the 2 solo lanes are also pretty good for Empire. You've got a bat against an Axe, very one-sided match, and TA versus Queen of Pain, kind of a 50-50 matchup. Gets a bit harder for TA because of this Sentry Ward here in mid lane. He can't use Meld to dodge the Shadow Strike, and Ferrari is leveling up the Shadow Strike so far. Probably going to stick on the 2 points, but Resolution, respecting the Sentry Ward, hasn't even skilled Meld yet, and just looking to get as much Side Blades harassed as possible.
Back up in the top lane, Aloha Dance with an invisibility rune on, finds Burning, telekinesis into the clap, there's your Chilling Touch, it's another kill on Burning. Silent gets this one, now Faith forced the Icarus dive away. He'll survive, but this aggro try more than successful so far, and the greedy build of Burning with boots first has more than backfired.
And not just getting kills, but getting a lot of damage on this tower, already down at half HP. IG say this ain't working. They're going to rotate Twan down bottom lane. He's smoked up, looking for a kill on your Batrider. Hiding by the shop, but only has level 1 with the shackles. Maybe hoping that the Batrider gets too aggressive and gets punished, but Yoki, he's backed right off. He seems well aware that, hey, the only move IG have right now is to abandon top lane. Top lane is lost. It can't be salvaged with the tri-lane up there. Their only move is to move their supports to either gank mid lane, kill the TA, which is ridiculously hard, or gank the Batrider. That's the easier kill, and Yoki, back to base, says, look, it's just safer I heal up and get full HP and mana to take on this, well, Axe as well as possibly more.
Well, it's safe for the Batrider for now, but now Luo getting a lot of space. He was behind by so much, and now it's an even exchange. Top lane again, telekinesis onto Faith. Icarus dive will keep him safe.
And telekinesis for a dive cooldown. Empire will keep taking that. There's the Bassi regen for Aura, and it makes Phoenix a lot harder for him to defend this top tier 1 tower. They're just auto-attacking down this creep wave, looking to push as fast as possible.
Twan, AFK in the trees down bottom, waiting for this Batrider to show his face.
Looks like they're going to give up the top tier 1 tower. This creep pull from Burning, going to push the next creep wave underneath this tower, and a lot of damage will come out.
How long will this Shadow Shaman stay in the trees?
As long as he needs to. I mean, it's like there's nowhere else for him to go. He can leech XP somewhere.
Now the Batrider comes in. His patience is paid off. Lasso onto Yoki.
I don't think he's got the
Luo
damage.
Comes in. Berserker's Call's there. Do they actually have the damage for the kill? It looks like they do. It's a dead Batrider. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Faith getting dove behind the tower, has the fiery spirits on. Will Icarus dive across? Nicely played so far. But will he be able to make it out? Moving to the side shop. Does have enough for a TP scroll. Can he get out here, GoDz? This is risky.
Oh, nice Vortex. Gets the clap. Brewmaster Silent gets his 2nd kill of the game, and this top tier 1 tower down to just 160 HP. 3 kills to the Empire tri-lane and about to become a tier 1 tower.
I think more importantly, Burning with 4 creep kills in 5 minutes. Not often you get to say that.
This top lane has been a train wreck for IG, and just great heads-up drafting from Empire, mixing things up, going for this Rubik AA combo, and Resolution's holding his own mid lane. 17 CS, 10 denies to the 19-11 of Ferrari. Dead even there. Oh, it's a haste towards top lane.
It's Burning going on to Silent. He's
Swap
taking
is on
tower
way.
shots here. Chuan TP's in. They may find a kill on Silent. He doesn't have a split. The collapse slows down Burning. Reinforcements on the way. It's a hasted Ferrari. He finds the kill there, and on the other side of it, Chuan gets the kill on Aloha Dance. They may lose their tower, but IG get a lot out of it.
Yeah, it feels like Empire may be forcing that tower a bit too much. They knew it was down to below 200 HP and thought, okay, let's just get this now. Glyph's on cooldown as well, but they take way too much damage to try and pick it up. And Ferrari, nicely timed rotation with the haste rune. Did open up mid lane a bit for Resolution to pull ahead on CS, but well worth it for Ferrari.
The haste rune makes that a little bit less risky. You can head back to the lane, limits your downtime, and now he'll bottle up a double damage. So maybe this will be a rune that lets him find some recovery farm as Luo gets the bounty down bottom.
Luo's Blink Dagger, much like in Game 1, is going to be the key item for IG. Once that's up, him and Ferrari, it's going to be this duo of heroes to create space, find kills, and allow Burning to catch up on farm. And it's not even just about Burning catching up. It's like heroes like Shadow Shaman. Chuan needs levels. He needs to hit level 6 as early as possible. Similar for Fate. These two supports need their level 6s.
They certainly do.
Get down the ward near the Roshan pit. This is maybe looking to set up for a tier 1 bottom push. This makes this bottom tier 1 tower very hard to defend. When Empire have vision all across this tree patch here, you can't use it for jukes and for looking to initiate from, unless you're smoked up, and that's exactly what IG are going to do.
And now they'll start to play this 4 protect 1 type strategy we saw in the last game. Burning getting a lot of space in the top lane as they try to create more for him. They bump in, always want to fly. He'll get turned into a chicken and they'll roast him after plucking his feathers.
And Empire just going to TP the hell out. They don't want anything to do with this. Mid lane we go. Brew not level 6 is kind of limiting Empire's ability to just group up and push down towers. Don't really want a 5-man either. Resolution kind of just wants to keep on farming, not really group up with his team just yet. Still focusing just on his farm and itemization.
Looking at net worth, the mid lane, there's very even TA as well as the Quap. Within just a couple hundred net worth of each other. Burning on the road to recovery, still pretty low at about 2k net worth, but he's got at least phase boots up now, level 6, so with the Omni Slash, a little bit of kill potential, leveling up the stats, skipping the healing ward for now.
IG starting to get some momentum back their way. I like this, that Luo's rotated into the jungle. He's going to try to pick up that Blink Dagger there, and it just means you get that Blink surprise factor. Empire don't know when he's coming out. They're just going to keep on assuming he's somewhere in the jungle until that first smoke Blink Dagger comes, and suddenly one of your key core heroes is on the sidelines.
Invisibility.
Ferrari looks like he's itemizing towards an Orchid here. Picked up that first Robe of the Magi. Still has a ways to go, but pretty standard build there. Bottom lane, Chuan, he's got an invisibility rune. Silent, he wants to get off the split, and he will. Now can he find a kill with it? Faith takes the boulder toss to the face. There's the Cyclone to isolate him. Chuan behind the tower. Ferrari just trying to do as much damage as he can. He kills the Fire Panda, and the Icarus dives away, saves the Phoenix. Now the Panda goes back into brew form. Chuan's there with another Hex. Burning on the way. He's got the Omni Slash ready. Silent in big trouble. Chuan gives him the vision, but Burning can't close the gap. Shackles lock him in place.
The spirits will be seeing
The lane stage starting so well for Empire, but things starting to crumble a bit here. They're still looking kind of even, actually ahead by 2,000 net worth. They're kind of out-farming IG as far as the lanes go, but IG starting to kind of regroup here, get some kills, and also get the much-needed farm for Luo. His Blink Dagger now online after this creep camp.
The Luo special, as you called it in the last game, and rinse and repeat, a struggle in the lane phase, and now he's got a 10-minute blink. On point for a great timing, and now he can start controlling this game as we saw before.
Right away, he has the smoke as well. This is just much faster than you'd normally expect timing as well. Normally you say, okay, maybe 11 minutes is like a normal, decent timing on this blink, but he's done it 2 games in a row, 9 minutes 30. Then he finds that first kill, that first big gank, and it looks like, again, they're trying to kill off Silent. They know this Brewmaster's getting closer and closer to a Blink Dagger. He's your top net worth hero. Bringing down Silent would be very big for IG.
This is IG's last smoke for at least 4 minutes here. They need to make this one count. Luo leading the charge. Who are they going to find? It may be the Ancient Apparition. He's trying to do the pull through. They'll wrap around. It's a frosty sandwich. There's your Berserker's Call. And there's your Culling Blade. Easy kills for IG. Resolution in the wrong place at the wrong time. Chuan starts off with a Hex. There's your Shackle. The rest of the team on the way. It's a 4-on-1. They've got a Dust, and Resolution is in some trouble.
He may be hasted, but there's Luo. Blade Fury going through. Here comes. Oh, he misses it. So close. Ferrari out of mana as well. IG almost get a big kill there on your
Battle Hunger,
TA.
though, GoDz. Oh, he's going to bottle tick. It's close, but he makes it out.
Rubik did die while that was going on under the tier 1 tower. Looks like Queen of Plane threw a Sonic Wave to get that kill.
Maybe wishing he had saved it to finish off that TA, but finds a kill nonetheless. And looking at this goal graph, IG's getting momentum.
Well, IG did get momentum. I think Empire, like, that's one of those things, if you look at it objectively, it's better that Smoke Gank kills your AA than your Brewmaster. If Brew had died there to that Smoke Gank, it would have been really bad. The AA dying in some weird way is maybe okay.
That's very true. Silent closing in on that Blink Dagger would have been a terrible time for him to take a tumble. And now only 200 gold away. He'll lay into this tier on tower down bottom. IG may make a movement to contest. Faith with the wraparound. He's coming around the backside. Silent does have a split.
Oh, there's a Batrider with a blink too. This is the smoke timing, or the smoke timing from Empire. Gets the, oh, nice dive from Faith. Fast Fingers gets himself out of there. Tier 1 tower secured for Silent, and that's your Batrider blink reveal. Doesn't get the kill it was looking for.
But Brew getting the last hit on the tower. That secures his Blink Dagger. So the Blink brothers are in town for Team Empire.
Okay, so Empire had a shaky 2 to 3 minutes, but that changes now, or it should change now. That's going to be the big thing. 2 blinks up, Brewmaster and Batrider, fight around the Bat Lasso, find pickoffs, and use the Brewmaster to win any kind of follow-up team fights that's happened after the Lasso initiation. That's going to be the game plan for Empire. The one thing they're kind of missing for this mid-game is the level 6 on your Ancient Apparition. Always want to fly. He needs to find a lane. He needs to find that level 6.
Mid-lane Resolution. It's a ward trap after Luo sets it up. He misses the dunk, but Resolution still with nowhere to go. Yoki with a lasso brings down the Queen of Pain. They've also lost their Shadow Shaman. Rubik denies Resolution. Empire taking this fight in the mid lane.
I mean, a 2 for kind of nothing, or 2 for like half a hero. I mean, IG not getting anything for the kill. Resolution going down does hurt, but that is a big victory for Empire. Big kill on the Ferrari especially. His first death of the game ends his killing spree. And double smoke purchase. I mean, if that doesn't reveal what Empire want to do the next few minutes, what else does? They want to just gank and fight. They've still got the Primal Split. They'll have Batrider Lasso fairly soon. It's not the longest of cooldowns, 50 seconds away. So they can gank once with the split, and then after that, the next gank will come from the Lasso.
IG happy to sit back for now and farm up some more core items. Axe, he's moved into the Staff of Wizardry. He'll move into a 3-stack here, it looks like, got the hard cam. Probably a similar build to last game. Blink into 4 staff, going for mega mobility. Ferrari comes in and actually cleans it up with that first Oblivion staff up, looking for an Orchid here. First smoke being deployed. Primal split at the ready with a Blink Dagger in tow. Silence hungry for blood.
Yeah, they're looking for that Axe here, but they can't really find him in the neutral camp. They're going to walk into Burning fairly soon. As an Omni Slash as well as a Phase Mask of Madness. But no TP scroll. He gets scouted out by the Ice Vortex. Burning could be in some trouble. He gets the Blade Fury off, but he can't TP out. Oh dear, this is not looking good for B-God. Lifted up, clapped, Silent gonna get the kill. Goes the way of the Rubik. Down goes your Jug. Meanwhile, mid lane, Resolution in some trouble. The Supernova's there. They get the kill with the Scream.
Is this going to be timed perfectly for the TP? Aloha Dance comes in, and he has a stolen Blade Fury. That'll help mitigate the damage, though he still gets stunned.
It's
they find Yoki off to the side. Ferrari blinks over. Scream is there. Sonic Wave. It connects.
He's falling up, though. He's got the ball between ticks.
No, the bottle's there.
Those bottle charges saving his life, and
wow.
They kind of cut their losses there. Both teams losing one of their carries. Sonic Wave put on cooldown. But Empire, they still have their Lasso, they still have their Primal Split. I think as soon as those heroes come back up, they're going to be going for another smoke. Maybe leave the TA in one lane, but the other 4 heroes, or at least 3 heroes, the Brew, the Bat, and the Rubik, likely to go looking for more kills.
Burning is still on the road to recovery here, though. Faith, he'll get hit by an Ice Blast. We'll get him close to shatter range, but no follow-up damage to secure the kill. Even though Burning's still very underfarmed, he's only 900 net worth behind the TA. Resolution's actually got knocked down quite a bit as well. He's picked up Drums of Endurance, but only 500 gold sitting in his inventory also. Tier 1 tower in the mid lane dies. Resolution will get the last hit, so that helps his bottom line. but still not finding the farm he would like.
Well, slightly Empire farm-favored game, but it's IG with the XP lead. Very even game here in game number 2. Empire, they've got their openings, most of them happening right now. They're going to smoke up those 3 heroes. As mentioned, Rubik, Brew, and Batrider looking for a pickoff. Here comes your Firefly. They get vision of Luo. This is a big kill to be getting, and they'll find it. Aloha Dance snags himself a killing spree.
The power of the Ice Blast mixed with the Batrider there, GoDz, ends up being an easy kill.
And with Axe dead, they feel confident they may be able to take Roche here.
Dire's middle tower
IG
is
scout the
under
movement here. They get the ward down, and they'll see them go into the pit. Luo without buyback, though. He's bought the pieces for his full staff, and as a result, this could be a quick Roshan.
Sonic Wave up in about 30 seconds. They do have an Omni Slash here, but it's only level 1. Burning still a little bit of XP short from that level 11 mark. But
The Empire decide, look, we've had a good start. We're looking pretty good right now. Let's not throw it away by a bad Roche fight.
Yep, and that's the safe play here. IG still splitting the map. Burning, as you mentioned, he picked up that Mask of Madness. Looks like a Yasha on the way. And Ferrari closing in on this Orchid, has both of his staves now. Halfway to that recipe.
And Brew going for the Vlads before the BKB. Sometimes you see like a straight BKB rush when you're against something like a Queen of Pain with an Orchid. There's also a Shadow Shaman with Hex, with Shackles, so BKB becomes a lot more appealing and sometimes an item you prefer over the Vlads. But Silent, when you're playing things a bit risky here with this straight Vlads. Does have it though, so can now get to work on that BKB.
Axe, very close to his 4-staff now. He'll have a double stack of Ancients, and that'll give him his second mobility tool. And Empire finally starting to break out of this plateau of about a 2,000 net worth lead and doubling it now up to about 4K and actually taking the experience edge. As Axe gets his 4-staff, Yoki will get his as well, and Gem gets bought by Always Wanna Fly.
Very early Gem pickup, but I like the idea from Empire. They say, look, we can starve out IG. We can get complete map control, get down some deep wards, try and secure ourselves Roshan by having this map control. And Batrider the perfect hero to do that with. He doesn't even have to hurt his economy by buying it. AA doesn't need too much in the way of items. Picks up the gem for now and give Empire a nice kind of window here where they've got a big strategic advantage.
On bottom, IG, they smoke around the Roche pit. They've only got one ward down right now, and it is the one right outside of the pit. Looking for something in the jungle, but Empire, they've got the same idea. Not smoked up, but in a very aggressive position. It looks like both teams will dodge each other. Oh, and they put an Observer ward down next to a Sentry. That hurts.
I mean, I guess there's a gem at this point anyways, but yeah. If any one of the without a gem walks
double countered.
Yeah, double countered. Nice Ice Blast, just scanning out Roshan as AA wants to make sure IG aren't trying to sneak that. They could have gone in with their smoke and tried to burst it down, but heads up play coming in from Empires. They're going to get some deep wards here. Always Wanna Fly, gets the high ground cliff ward, will then TP himself back home. Yeah, as far away as possible. Figure AoE in your Ice Blast and all that. Again, they're pinging Roshan. They're circling around. They're basically saying, somewhere in this area lies IG. And well, you're pretty right on that. Probably going to see another Ice Blast maybe even thrown towards Roshan, as this entire IG 5-man unit has been missing from the map for like 3 minutes, it feels like.
Same with Empire, though. Both teams have the exact same idea. You look at their ward placements, very aggressive wards in the enemy jungle.
Here comes
both
the
sides have invaded.
Yeah, they'll scout out Roshan, see it's not going down, and now they know pretty much exactly where IG are. The only option is they're in the Radiant jungle. Haven't been pushing out top or mid. Both teams just playing keep away.
Okay, well, IG, they will get rid of that pesky Sentry, but still have to deal with that gem. They've lost one of their newly, freshly placed wards. Now Empire group up towards the mid lane. They'll put pressure on this tier 2 tower. There is a glyph available for IG, and they will come back to make a defense, it looks like.
IG have ways to teamfight. The Orchid, as well as the Blink full stuff on the Axe. Here we go, Blink in on Silent. I don't know if they know the Orchid's there. Silent's not going to get off his ulti. They get the chop to start off the fight. They lose the Phoenix in the process. But not a fight Empire want to take. They lose one to the Omni Slash. It's a 2-for-1 now. Onto the high ground goes Ferrari. Blinked up. It's a turnaround Omni Slash from your Rubik. He gets one, almost two. Can Aloha Dance get that resolution? They finishes off Burning. Big plays from Aloha Dance. Turns into a 3-for-3. That looked like a terrible fight for Empire until that Rubik rocked up with an Omni Slash and Burning went down.
Trade a 3 for 3, but in the bottom lane, Burning did get that tier 1 tower before that fight started. That is the first tower kill of IG for this game, and tips the scales a little bit for that break even and puts things in their favor. Given that they are behind by about 4 or 5k gold, a break even fight goes in their favor as well.
I think that was the reveal of the Queen of Pain Orchid, which is where Brewmaster wasn't even close to getting off an ultimate.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything to kind of protect him. There's no swap, there's no real 4-staffs repositioning tools to keep him away from IG. And now when he sees that Orchid, well, I don't think Empire are going to be making pushes like those where Brewmaster's in these very vulnerable positions.
Yoki still holding on to his gem. That's one of the big victories for Empire in that fight, trading 3 for 3. Lucky that they keep their gem in tow. That is one of their key pieces right now to control this map. Both sides interested in Roshan, but IG can't really do it until they pick up a gem of their own. It seems like the side traps just give Empire too much intel.
Yeah, Empire's map control with traps, with gem is very potent here. Managed to hold onto their gem that last fight as well, which is important to know. If that had been a gem trade, that would have been a very big pickup for IG. This is going to turn into a game of map control for the next 5-10 minutes. Who's got the better vision? Who's be able to kind of clear out the other team's wards? And if you have no vision on the map, you're forced to 5-man, and then you're getting out farmed. Then you can't really control Roshan, or you're either controlling Roshan or you're defending your lanes. You've kind of got to pick your battles as far as what you take and where you try and fight.
Sentry ward comes down, they'll clear out the side traps. Rasta wards even deployed into the Roche pit. Ice Blast flying in from Empire. That'll scout things out a little bit. Take a look at their vision, and IG will be repelled. Yoki comes in, lasso onto Faith, pulls him towards the high ground. On the other side, Ferrari gets brought down by the Templar Assassin.
Huge damage output coming out from your TA. The Refraction and Vlad's just doing work there, and this Roshan is maybe for Empire now. The Serpent Ward's helping out. As Resolution goes in, he'll just leave the Serpent Wards to do their thing onto Roche.
Silent goes in onto Luo. Now they get a kill on the Axe. But on the other side, it's a sandwich, a buyback from the Queen of Pain. Burning with an Omni Slash on one side, the Sonic Wave on the other. They bring down the Brewmaster and Aloha Dance. Now a buyback on the Brewmaster. Empire want this Roshan.
Resolution, can he get out of here? He gets the blink. Resolution still alive. Playing with fire here. Now as Shackles comes out and always want to fly, the AA in some trouble. He'll get shackled down.
Silent rejoining the party though. Clap is there. He has a split. The Orchid comes out, but they don't have the damage. Now there's a Hex. He's still alive. The split comes out. Chuan in trouble. He goes down. Faith falls as well, and Ferrari, the only one left alive, forced to blink back to safety.
Really big team fight for Empire. The Queen of Pain even buying back to try and contest all this, but wasn't able to do so. Ferrari lingering around. Is he going to go for the steal? He gets scouted out by the Storm Panther, thrown up in the air even. That should secure Roshan here. They've got a small little window, but here comes
Luo's
that.
back,
Blink call, he's going to miss. He went in blind. They want the Roshan. He gets the dunk on the Brew. Queen of Pain gets the Roshan kill by the Aegis.
It's IG that come out ahead on this one, and it's not over yet. Aloha Dance now rejoining the party. This is one chaotic fight. They'll use the Aegis. Maybe they'll fight another kill on Luo. They certainly will. Ice Blast comes in, and the Quap blinks away.
IG kind of salvaged things there in the end. Taking Roshan as well as the Aegis, even though they lose it right away. Trading Luo's life for a kill on the Brew, Roshan, and preventing the Aegis going Empire's way. Well worth it, but IG lost their entire lineup multiple times there. Queen of Pain died a second time with the Aegis. Axe died a second time. IG's economy takes a big hit in that last sequence of play.
Chuan trying to find that Blink Dagger. You can see in the mid lane, looking for a kill perhaps, but they can't quite get it. BKB now completed on Resolution. It'll be sitting at home, but it'll have it delivered soon. Things still looking pretty good for Empire, but their lead is not really skyrocketing here, GoDz. They're holding on to about a 3K net worth lead, 2,500 XP. Good, but not great. IG still with some potential to turn this one around.
Yeah, that was the fight which was meant to kind of give them that big edge. The Aegis advantage as well as maybe like a 5 to 6K gold lead until IG turned it around. We've got Resolution in a good spot here. He's got his BKB back at base. We'll help him deal with the Phoenix, especially the Fire Spirits, the Supernova. He can just attack it during BKB. Can go into the Shadow Shaman with just a blink BKB. Shadow Shaman instantly will die to this. One Meld Strike, and I think one, maybe two more right clicks. That's a dead Shadow Shaman, and nothing IG can do about that unless they get an instant blink call from Luo, but not going to always be easy for Luo to be in position and react to that.
But how the tables have turned in terms of farm, burning on that jug, even with the Brewmaster now. He's got about 2K gold to go with his Yasha and Mask of Madness. The Brewmaster has been picked off a couple of times, that buyback, and then dying again, hurting his economy so much. And Burning is actually on the road to recovery here.
Yeah, I think the Brewmaster, the one hero, that's kind of where this lead isn't as big as it could be. If Brewmaster wasn't dying as much as he is, hadn't been caught out a few times, Empire overall would be looking really good here. If Brew was maybe halfway, 2/3 of the way to a BKB, but as it is, he's still 3K short and doesn't really have a good way of dealing with the Orchid.
Burning hit by it. Yoki coming in looking for the lasso. But Burning will get off a Blade Fury, and he doesn't go for it.
Wasn't really any follow-up. The Rubik did have a Culling Blade. Nice little spell for a Aloha Dance, but mid lane, Resolution, there's your solo kill. The Blink BKB takes Xuan. Serpent Ward's even dropped to try and lock the TA in place, but the Phase Boot's helping with the escape there.
All right, 10-second BKB used for a Rasta kill. I feel like using the wards is the bigger loss there than Xuan's life to some degree. Not the most valuable kill.
Yeah. Helps Resolution continue to snowball. He's up to level 17, suddenly has 2K gold. Empire again looking for a pick off here. Yoki's got Firefly. As a Yules to go with his Force Up and Blink. He just loves this item. Here come IG. Misses the Blink call, it looks like. Bit of a misplay there from Luo, and looks like this side gank attempt not going to be successful.
Ferrari picks up a Ghost Scepter, makes a little detour before he goes into that Aghanim Scepter, very close to level 16 as well, to max out that Sonic Wave. Ghost Scepter, a smart choice here, though. They need something to deal with this TA, or at least prevent their quad from getting blown up in a matter of seconds.
And for IG, I feel like they really need this Blink on Xuan now at this point. They need some kind of good initiation to go with the Blink Axe. If you can't instantly get the Culling Blade on the hero that he goes in on, or there's like a secondary target like the Brewmaster when you get a Blink Axe on, Xuan's initiation going to become more and more important for IG. Burning has Silent been kind of creeping up as far as his farm goes. Up to Ultimate Orb to go with his Yasha, Mask of Madness. Not going for the Shadow Blade build we sometimes see from him, but that's much more an item he gets when IG are doing well and they're ahead. Not really the best of comeback items.
I was just wondering if that would be a Manta style or a casual Yasha into something like a Scotty just for raw HP, but he will indeed go for the illusions and getting more and more core items. What do you think next up here? I mean, Abyssal, does that come to mind as a nice item for Burning around the corner?
I think big pick, like looking well down the road, absolutely, but probably needs something like the Scotty first.
Something with a little more stats.
Yeah, he needs a bit more survivability, and just the slow will be nice as far as dealing with the TA. He's going to get to a point where he can fight the TA pretty well, though. Manta style good at just quickly breaking down the refraction. But there is still a lot of control in Teamfight and Empire's side. They've got the Batrider. Rubik, Aloha Dance has been putting in a lot of damage and just offering tons in these fights. Steals on the Omni Slash, Culling Blade, all kinds of big spells coming his way.
Couple of key items on the way out. We'll see the Blink Dagger now on Xuan's Shadow Shaman. Now they have that Blink Hex initiation they need to get these clean openers in these fights, but Rubik, Aloha Dance, he gets his right around the same time and serves a pretty similar role.
The two teams, the support's pretty much on par with each other. You got your Phoenix and AA who are pretty much tracking each other level for level, farm for farm.
And same story goes for the Rubik and the Shadow Shaman. Yep. Rubik outfarming him a little bit, but not by a big mark.
It's the TA who's the big breadwinner so far. He's got himself up to level 18 and a 3.5k net worth advantage on the closest hero in the Queen of Pain.
Burning will try to TP out. A little bit of a risky place, but does get away with it. Nighttime gives him that little edge he needs to TP home safely.
Importantly, IG just still don't have map vision, and that's where Empire in kind of a bit of a kind of stalemate here, just trading farm, are going to get a bit more out of the map when they've got the map control advantage. They've got good vision near the Dire Ancients, near the mid lane, and
bottom lane. Xuan initiated on by the Aloha Dance. Yogi's there, and Rubik is actually the one to finish him off. Taste of his own medicine as he gets the kill with the other shock.
For Empire, I think they may look to probably take objectives around the time Brew gets BKB. They're playing things slow until they can get Silence BKB so he doesn't get punished by the Queen of Pain Orchid every single fight. At that point, your only option is to go in with a Blink Call and follow it up with the Shadow Shaman with a Blink Hex, but if Shaman's blinking to a fight, he can put himself in harm's way. That's where Resolution can clean up.
But Resolution does have a crit now. Chrysalis in the inventory with 2,600 gold. That'll be a Daedalus before too long here. Aghanim Scepter around the corner for Ferrari, but still 1,200 gold away.
Looking better and better for Empire as things go on. They are going to give a top tier 1 tower, but taking a tier 2 at bottom in exchange. Unless IG can make a move soon, but you've got a square of wards around this bottom lane. 4 big points of vision here, freshly planted as well, giving vision down towards the bottom lane, right behind the tier 2 tower mid. If IG make a move out of their base, Empire will spot it, unless it's towards that dire jungle.
Ancient Apparition picks himself up an Ogre Club, probably the beginnings of a Aghanim Scepter. Still pretty far away, but he does have that level 2 Ice Blast. Does get a little more potent. Uh-oh, Invisible Bat Rider. What can Yoki find here?
Well, Ferrari Queen of Pain would be a pretty big find, but it doesn't look like he's going to run into him. He's going to run into the rest of the IG team. They're swooping back towards Team Empire here. Very dangerous place to be. I don't think IG realized Empire in their jungle. They just see the AA bottom lane and maybe expecting more Empire heroes down in that area.
Now their tier 2 tower in the mid lane will go down. Templar Assassin finishes that one off. Only 1 outer tower remaining for Invictus Gaming. 2 minutes on the Roshan respawn. Will be a very late timer. There's your Daedalus completed onto Templar Assassin. Boy, does she crit hard.
And Empire, it's going to come, the BKB on your brew is going to come around the time when Roshan respawns. So that could give Empire the edge they need to secure that next Roshan and then start working on the high ground siege. IG's ability to defend high ground is only so-so. Queen of Pain with an Ag Scepter will help them out a lot, but it looks like Ferrari's changed his mind. He picks up an ulti orb. Don't think this will be a Skadi, but I think he just changed his mind and decided he wants a Hex instead, but I guess Skadi is a possibility. Doesn't seem like that practical of an item to be getting on a Queen of Pain.
No, but maybe feeling like he needs a little bit of extra right click, and having that utility does turn Quap into a little bit more of a right-clicking carry as she becomes impossible to run away from. Burning is going for a Skadi himself. It looks like ultimate orb number 1 already picked up, but still has a little ways to go before he finishes it off. Axe farming away. Crimson Guard was the last item he picked up, but 1,200 gold in the bank doesn't really put him close to anything else too scary.
It's an alright Crimson Guard game, but not quite as potent as we saw last game. And IG now going to make their move towards bottom lane. They smoked up, they're grouped as 5. They'd love a kill on this Resolution TA, but it's sooner or later. Empire going to quickly realize 5 heroes missing on the map. Resolution walking close. Here comes Luo, gets the blink call. The follow-up is there, and not a chance in hell of surviving this one. Ends a mega kill streak.
That's the kind of smoke rotation IG was looking for. Resolution buys back. What's the play here for Empire?
They're worried about Roshan. They've got a TA trap in there for vision. They know Rosh hasn't respawned yet, but it could happen very soon, and they want to keep IG back. IG just used one of their kind of few precious smokes left, and you start pushing out your lanes, helping put yourself in a position where you take Roshan. You've just got this Brew BKB. If for some reason IG are the one who get Roshan, I feel like that's really bad for Team Empire.
They've got vision out on the high ground here. Yoki, Firefly it up, finds Burning, but the Manta's there. They silence it with the Orchid. Yoki gets turned around on. Another dominating streak ended as Supernova used. Always want to fly. Tries to TP out in the middle of the lane, and he'll make it, but just barely.
Few misplaced hero there. I mean, your TA kind of getting caught out. It's another buyback from Empire. They are throwing money at the game, trying to help it win.
They got a big marketing budget here, GoDz.
Well,
is it going to pay off, though?
GoDz, not pay to win. We'll see if it can secure them a Roshan. That'll maybe get them one step closer to taking this game, but...
Oh, look at this. IG have the ward down, and that was a gem down. The Bat Rider was the carrier. Where did it end up? It's still on the ground.
Oh, that's sad. I don't see it. All right, looks like IG maybe didn't keep tabs of that one, but here we go. Empire going to be the one to take Roshan. IG not even looking to contest this. I think they know exactly what's going on, but...
They do. They saw him walk into the pit. They have this ward on the high ground here, and instead they want a tower mid. They won't even get that. TA gets the Aegis of the Immortal.
It still feels like IG just got away with so much. Getting multiple pickoffs, 2 buybacks when Empire's lineup was at its strongest. This BKB Brewmaster timing was when Empire's lineup was meant to be invincible. They should be able to take any 5-on-5 engagement, take Roshan, take any outer tower. The only struggle would come pushing high ground. But instead, they lose their TA bottom, they buy back. They lose their bat mid, they buy back. They lose their gem as well, which is yet to be recovered. Maybe Empire will do so, but That to me is a big IG win, even though they were never going to contest Roshan anyway. So for IG, they'll take the pickoffs.
IG, they buy a gem on the Phoenix, and there's one right here. Oh, that hurts. That's unfortunate.
And the
courier's going to fly
scout
overhead. Hey, look at that. There's a gem on the ground.
Oh, got it.
And Ancient Apparition, he'll buy a new gem as well. Gems all around. Well, just look at that gold graph, GoDz. That gives you a pretty big taste of how much of those buybacks hurt Empire. Sure, they got an Aegis, sure, they got Roche, but it cost them a lot, and their lead now not nearly as large.
Yeah, very, very painful stuff for Team Empire. They do recognize the importance of this Aegis, and we'll see what their move's going to be. I mean, they invested so much to get it. You've got to expect them not just to sit back and try and out-farm IG now that they've got this. They're probably looking to take that last tier 2 tower top, maybe even make a move towards the high ground here, force IG to make a play outside of their base. And IG looking to get themselves in position, probably just de-ward their own jungle, make sure Empire don't have any strategically placed wards here. Yep, Faith just going to Sunray over and check things out.
So TA still #1 on net worth, quite scary, but not much item progression since we last checked in on the Aegis of the Immortal, about 2K in savings for now. Luo with up 2,500 gold on him, and how's Burning? That Scotty's got to be pretty close. He's got some stuff on the Courier, at least I thought. Nope, that was for the Quap. She's got her completed, Scotty, now. And Burning, 3,300 plus that ultimate orb. He's closing in himself.
Oh, they don't realize what's going on. Empire going to catch out Luo bottom.
And he'll definitely fall.
That was just a smart move too. They left Resolution top lane pushing and showing himself, and I think IG came to the conclusion they were sitting behind him when the real story was bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, there will be a pick off on your Ancient Apparition. Sonic Wave was used. In goes Aloha. That's Blink Call from your Rubik. Brings down Faith on Phoenix. Nice play coming out from Rubik. A pretty handy spell at times to have. You don't want to be using it on multiple heroes, but if you can use it to just pick off one, it's great.
Aloha Dance continuing to live up to his reputation as an amazing Rubik player. He's had a lot of clutch steals this game, 5, 4, and 9. He has been very active around the map.
So 2 minutes left on Aegis, and it looks like Empire now in a good position with all lanes pushed out, a couple heroes on the sidelines, feeling like they can start getting to work on this tier 3 tower.
There is a buyback on the Axe, but I doubt he'll want to use it so close to respawn. Dire will use their glyph to hold the high ground. A Sonic Wave, but they do have some wards as well as an Omni Slash. And it looks like the wards will be enough to repel Empire.
I may just wait these out and have another go at this, though. About 30 seconds of another Ice Blast. Serpent Wards will expire, but they're making a move towards top lane where Burning is kind of split pushing things out. If he shows himself or if Empire put 2 and 2 together. Oh, no chance of finding Burning up here.
Yep.
That would take
This
some
Burning
special Spidey
#2
senses.
on net worth. How the tables have turned.
And like, what, 8 minutes and he had 4 CS or something?
7 minutes, but yeah. It was a very rough start, and he has just spent so much time focusing on these creeps, and one thing that IG does well is make space for this carry player. They've done so much in this kind of 4v5 environment, and choosing fights around towers, places where Burning can farm until that last second, TP in, and then just play cleanup with that Omni Slash.
Well, IG, they got to reposition. They need to get back soon. No glyph available, and there's another kind of siege attempt coming out of Team Empire with Aegis still in hand.
Only 30 seconds left, though. Here we go, Luo, Berserker Call onto Templar Assassin, pulling her deeper into the base. Chuan looking for shackles, but they get interrupted. And Empire again looking for the siege. They do good damage to this tier 3 tower, but nothing crippling 40 minutes into this game. IG happy with that hold as the Aegis expires.
I think that's the extent of the damage they'll do to the tier 3 this time around, and well, back to a waiting game. Probably waiting for the next Roshan. Maybe they keep on trying to passively chip away at this, but Resolution will not have buyback. He's short money and also on cooldown. They're probably looking for a pick off here. It's an illusion baiting in the front lines here, and it's IG with a 2-hero call. Supernova Omni Slash. What teamwork from IG! They're going to blow up the TA to start things off without a buyback, as mentioned. Aloha Dance, he stole Omni Slash. He's going to just have to turn and use it, looks like. Looking for a target, but he's hexed up, silenced, and no chance to get off the slash. 2 down. IG find a perfect initiation there, and they may just go push down the mid lane. No TA buyback, no Rubik buyback, and IG with a 5v3 advantage.
2 key kills for IG right there. That's a 3,000 net worth swing, and you look at that graph, all of a sudden, IG feeling a little more confident in this game. They'll move into the tier 2 tower mid. This should be easy to claim. Glyph available for Empire, but I don't know they want to use it here without a buyback on TA. You're going to need everything you've got to hold the high ground in case IG get extra aggressive here, but it seems they'll settle just for some objectives. Tier 2 in the mid. They get a ward down on the high ground. And they draw a doodle on the map.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, back up after just getting a T2 tower. A lot of farm to be had on the map, and I think IG just confident in their late game decision making, not to mention their heroes scaling to the late game. The second Skadi picked up as Burning now has one as well, and Team Empire, their execution has been a bit hit or miss here in the mid to late game. Bat Rider hasn't really found as many lasso pickoffs as he'd like to. I feel like the Yule's pickup was a bit too cute. Yoki loves the item, but it feels like the BKB would have been a much safer choice. Multiple times he's been caught out by a Hex and Orchid when he's gone in for the Blink Lasso and gets punished for the fact that he's gone for this Yule's build. It feels like with the BKB, things would have been a lot easier for him as far as initiating.
Absolutely agreed. Silent now looking to continue his aura build. He does have that 10-second BKB charge. Hyperstone with 2,300 gold means Assault Karas will be in his near future. But more item progression on Burning. He just picked up that Skadi. Now he's got the Skull Basher. With these big stats, he has this luxury of moving into damage items, and the quest for the Abyssal Blade begins. But hey, speak of the devil gods, Yoki picks up the BKB.
Yeah, he needed this bad. It's coming to a point where Empire are even. If they'd got this when they had a big advantage, it would have been an item which could have allowed them to take pickoffs and then just win the game. Or even just push the high ground and with the safety of a BKB, just blink behind the tier 3 tower, maybe find a pickoff, but either way, what's done is done, and Team Empire, they've still got plenty of ways to win this game. They're pretty much on equal footing right now. It's a slight gold lead going their way, but with Burning catching up as he had, he can fight the TA head on. With Bash, with Manta, he'll break through Refraction very quickly. TA Butterfly going to be the item of choice to perhaps look to negate this, and
yeah,
something Burning will see coming. So he may not even go for the Abyssal, could go back for the MKB before he even upgrades the Skull Basher.
Yeah, though even without the MKB, they still have the Hex on the Shadow Shaman to deal with the evasion. So they have some tools at their disposal. 2 minutes until the next Roshan, middle of the road respawn. We may see kind of a stalemate until then. This will be third Roche coming up, Aegis and Cheese to be claimed, which means these teams should prioritize it quite a bit.
Team Empire, it does feel like they've still got the slightly better map control, more vision around the map, although IG, they've got wards, they're just kind of in places where fights aren't happening. This deep ward, like on the far west side of the map, IG aren't pushing out their lanes, it's Empire the ones being the aggressors. And speaking of aggression, here comes Oki, gets the lasso onto Ferrari, the blink call, it's off the mark. Can they bring him down? He's too tanky. Doesn't even come close.
But Ancient Apparition has an Aghanim Scepter. Ice Blast coming in. This could be big. Chuang goes down. The Ice Blast connects on 2, Luo and Ferrari. That'll be enough for them to sound the retreat as IG head towards the base.
Someone's going to defend top lane, and it looks like Burning going to TP up there. No issues with that. Push this one out as, fortunately for Empire, no Roche respawn just yet. Would have loved a quick respawn on that, but
yeah,
still feels like a win for them. They get the 1 kill on the Shadow Shaman. Top, mid lane, bottom lane, all these lanes are constantly pushed out to the IG base. When IG take fights, whether they win or lose the fight, they've got to fall back immediately afterwards.
Chuan down for another 20 seconds, but he's got wards when he comes back up. He'll be here in time for Roche. Empire, they're not going to wait around. They want the high ground. Without Rasta wards, they'll feel safe. Aloha Dance goes in, gets silenced. A big call from Luo. Sets up for the scream. Empire maybe biting off more than they can chew with this one. Split from Silent comes out. That'll buy him a little bit of time. Supernova goes off. The Pandas get stunned, and they'll just focus him down while he's in split form. There's only one Panda left, gods, and he's in big, big trouble. They'll turn him into a rug, and IG get a 2-0 outside of their base.
Possibly becoming a 3-0. Yoki gets caught by the shackles. He's going down. IG.
And that's a gem.
Oh, that is a gem. That's the second gem in a row. I don't think Empire can buy a new one anytime soon. And we kind of talked about, okay, 45 seconds, but general map control is so important. Empire cannot afford to keep losing fights like these.
They move right into Roche. What an unopportune time for Empire to force that fight. They just needed to be more patient. They could have taken a fight around Roche. Now they basically just have to hand it over. Ice Blast flies in, but that will not deter IG.
IG's execution when they go in the blink call, Faith follows it up immediately every time. And when you can use Supernova in the middle of 5 heroes without dying, you're looking fantastic. Just great control from the rest of the team. The lockdown from the Shadow Shaman, keeping the Supernova alive. The Axe doing what he needs to do. Overall, IG just seems to be outplaying Team Empire more than anything here in game number 2.
So Aegis goes the way of Burning, and Cheese ends up in the inventory of Faith, at least for now. Burning all of a sudden has 3,100 gold, so whatever he wants, he'll have pretty soon. MKB could be right around the corner, or it could be that prized Abyssal Blade, as we've talked about. The rest of his team feeling pretty good as well. The BKB revealed by Luo in that last fight. Down to 9 seconds now, and Ferrari, he's got another ultimate orb. I think that'll be a Hex, and if he wants it, he's got just enough gold.
That's a scary thought with all 3 IG cores pretty much perfectly positioned for the late game. Empire are kind of there. They've got the AC on the Brewmaster as their last kind of piece of the puzzle for Silent. Resolution getting close to where he needs to be. Has kind of one item slot which he can replace in the drums. Very close to the Axe. He's just rounded the corner. Aloha Dance will wave and say hi. Blinks away from the core, but he blinks into Burning. That's not the place you want to be. Has a Ghost Scepter to deal with the Omni Slash, and IG, let him go. Blink in from your TA. Very aggressive. Here comes your Batrider. Blink. Lasso. He gets hacked. Oh. Great reactions. And now BKB could have used it, but didn't.
He goes in. He misses the clap. Gets off the split.
They may just fight this. There's your Supernova.
He'll try to run his spirits away. Cyclone on 1. Supernova won't do much, but still a Batrider down. It's a 5v4. Luo in hot pursuit. 4-step forward. Berserker's call. He'll get telekinesed and pushed back. But the wraparound is coming. Ferrari's on the hunt. Panda goes back into Panda form. Ferrari's there with a Hex ready and waiting. Silent in big trouble with a slam dunk to find another.
And we're seeing just time and time again, IG get the better initiation. Now 2 heroes dead, neither with buyback. Another great thing about the Phoenix is it's so good against the Brewmaster, because Brewmaster in split form is just one more hero who can't attack the egg. And IG now with Aegis in hand on Burning, pick up an Abyssal Blade. Hex is back up in 10 seconds. Defending this top lane of Rax is going to be very challenging for your Russian squad.
No buyback on the 2 heroes that are down. Rost awards come. This should be a late barracks for IG. Empire 1 game away from elimination here to take 2nd place. And IG bringing the battle to them. Aloha Dance gets dunked. Still 2 in the grave. No buyback on the Rubik. Top lane of barracks down. What's the play for IG here? Do they continue on or back out?
No one's got buybacks on the right side. I said the TA. At some point, TA has to go in. IG are just going to force these buybacks, which don't even exist. Ice Blast will delay things. Resolution has just got to make a move. They can't go down. 4 racks here. But that's going to be the case. They give up the mid lane as well. No range racks is claimed with the Brew respawn. IG decide, okay, we got 2 melee racks. Effectively, both mid and top lane gone.
Empire working in control for so much of this game, but IG played such a defensive, safe style. They recovered, they back up, but is it a fake back? They're still lingering around.
Looks like it.
They're all pretty healthy. Lots of mana, lots of HP. Luo goes in, but he'll miss the call.
Very close here. Burning still got an Omni Slash, so he's looking for initiation. Takes a lot of damage. Manta's out. Abyssal Blade on Resolution with the Hex. Omni Slash Resolution. He's going to die. He's got a buyback, though. He's going to have to use it right away. Supernova again. Can't be dealt with. They haven't got the damage they need. IG, though, taking big damage to the Ice Blast here. They're going to be forced back, repelled by the buyback of Resolution. But Empire have got to find kills.
Now Faith, telekinesis back, but they don't want to move out of the base. Instead, they'll settle for Burning. They took out his Aegis. He'll try to Blade Fury away. Huge damage coming out on him. Aloha Dance blinks forward. The rest of the team follows up, and they end the mega kill streak of the Jug. IG gets punished for that hyper aggression, but forcing out a TA buyback means Empire don't get it for free. And they're still in a bit of trouble here. Just look at this gold graph, GoDz. It was dead even until, boo, downward spiral in favor of IG.
Quite the big dip. And only now Brew picks up an AC. This looks like an all-in play from Team Empire. Going down mid, no buybacks, just trusting their ability to win a team fight perhaps. But we've seen time and time again. That would have been almost game over. If Lou had hit that call on the Batrider, I think Empire may have been done for, but he's got a time to redeem himself as Empire looking to break the mid lane.
Buyback is available onto Burning here. Luo goes in. Berserker's call to get things started. Trying to pull him further into the base. Tron with a Hex under Resolution. Rost awards come down. Silent doesn't have a split here, though. Faith taking a lot of damage. Sonic Wave does a little bit. They kill the Phoenix and the Shadow Shaman, but now TA's down. No buyback out of the game for 2 minutes.
Oh, and Silent deep in enemy territory will finish off your Axe, but he's got a buyback. IG may just go for the killing push here. They're going to buy back on the Axe, bring down Silent. He's got a buyback at least, but IG have held on to their base. 3 heroes dead, about to be 4. Down will go your Rubik. He's down. Only the Bat will survive. He's back to base defense, and IG in prime position to secure the Game 2 victory, to be your champions here at the Major All-Stars. They're so, so close, and Empire feels like they've maybe got one team fight left in them.
Yeah, the victory lap on the way for IG, at least that's what it feels like. A huge defense at the base. They have to use a few buybacks to make it happen. There's a few buybacks available on Empire as well, the Brewmaster as well as the Rubik. This one outer tower here in the bottom lane will keep them safe, at least for now. IG will do this right, looking for mega creeps. They won't go for tier 4s. And Luo just cut into creep wave as they move into that bottom tier 2.
Yep, Burning going to just bring down this range Rax, be on the safe side. There is a tier 2 at bottom lane which will prevent them from going for bot right away. And Empire will have, looks like maybe 4 heroes back for their high ground defense. The TA the 1 respawn, which is still 40 seconds away. They've got to buy time. They cannot afford to lose this bottom lane. Mega Creeps is going to be game over.
Tier 2 tower going down through backdoor protection. Still no glyph available for another 40 seconds. May come up in time for Empire to try and hold their barracks. IG with TA coming up will back out. They continue to play it safe. We'll go back to farming.
Some serious discipline from IG. They could have gone for it there, but I think deciding that they were short a couple of key buybacks, both Burning as well as Luo. Not having a buyback means if IG somehow really mess up their execution, for whatever reason, Burning gets caught by a lasso and focused down, they don't get off that Hex on the Batrider, suddenly, maybe Empire in this one with a shot. So they're going to wait out probably for the buybacks or at least an Aegis on someone like Burning, and then IG will go for that bottom lane.
Respecting this Empire lineup quite a bit. The TA still very farmed. Now been surpassed by the Queen of Pain as well as the Juggernaut. But realizing how much damage they can do to this IG base with their cores stuck in the grave. Now the Axe goes for a Halberd as his next item. 1 inventory slot available.
It's a pretty short BKB, 6 seconds for your TA, so going to be an item you can either force out the BKB or wait till the BKB wears off and pull it out. Empire trying to make a risky play here. Silence shows himself on the map, trying to hide the fact that the rest of his team are smoked up, looking for a pickoff here.
But IG with the same idea, they'll move out of the base as 5, not smoked up right now.
Yeah, Empire just in the wrong place to find that pickoff. Well, there is no pickoff. It's a 5-man IG unit. They do not want to run into these 5 heroes.
Roshan, we'll see what that timer is pretty soon here, but will at least be a little while before IG can secure it. Looks like they just want Aegis cheese before they make this high ground push. They will play this safe. I think they'll just stay as 5 around the Roche pit. Unfortunately for them, though, it will be close to that max respawn timer in another 3 minutes.
Yeah, they'll probably just focus, keep on farming their Ancients, the Radiant jungle. It's full map control for IG. They've got deep wards in the Radiant jungle around that bottom river area near the Roche. As for Empire, they're playing completely blind, having lost gem after gem this game. They've got a new one on the Batrider, but hasn't scouted out the IG wards to take him out just yet.
Bash on the Brew. Well, an Abyssal Blade on Silent could definitely be another tool to help control these team fights. But is it enough? Phoenix closing into, I believe, a Shiva's. It's a casual belt of strength. Got 3K gold.
And Ferrari close to maybe a Shiva's or even an AC for himself. He's going to have huge plus armor here. The physical damage of the TA going to be negated so much by Skadi, Assault Crest, Shivers. This is just going to be brutal for Team Empire. The TA is pretty much the majority of their damage, and Empire side, we got to go, we got to do something. They're straight down the mid lane as 5, deciding they can't sit back, let IG wait out these buybacks and wait out the Roshan respawn. But IG say, let's just huddle as 5. Wait till Empire show on the map. They're going to have to do so eventually. Courier will get sniped. Nice bit of play there by Yoki. Just deny IG some kind of scouting tool, but Empire will be forced back. There's a big creep wave bottom lane, and they really want to force them back. Someone picks up Boots of Travel and will maybe even threaten that bottom tier 3 tower.
Ancient Apparition will TP home to try and deal with it. He is also level 16, so that Ice Blast, as strong as it's going to be in this matchup.
This is just so hard for Empire. They want to stay on the other side of the map, but they can't do so. They can't really contest Roshan or They can go on the other side of the map for maybe a minute, then they have to fall back, defend, push out lanes, and during that minute, IG push everything out. They secure the Roshan, they get the D wards off they need, and well,
the
they
war
make
of
time
attrition
pick off.
begins. But it's IG that have the initiation. It's a huge cluster of heroes to start off this fight. Ice Blast will fly through, connects on all of IG, but Resolution goes down. He's lacking a buyback here, and even with him in the grave, IG should be able to secure Roche despite losing their Phoenix. The split from the Panda comes out, but it doesn't seem to matter. Only one Panda left alive as they start to spread things out. Always want to fly, caught by the Scotty. Aloha Dance has already gone down. It's a 1 for 3. TA does have a buyback after all, but Silent, does he fall here, GoDz?
I don't even know if they need to go for Roshan. He's Silent. He's, misses a dunk, doesn't matter. The Batrider will escape, and IG, 4 heroes dead. They want to go high ground here. Just the TA buyback available. And Empire just running out of options. The Tier 4 towers, the throne under siege as well. IG come one step closer to being your champions. They'll fall back on the TA buyback, playing things as safe as ever.
Well, maybe thinking the Panda has a buyback as well. It's off cooldown. He's just short gold. Same story for the other heroes as well. They want this Aegis and cheese. They are hungry.
Well, they're going to get fed today, it looks like. It's going to be an easy, straightforward Roshan. Just the 2 Empire heroes. No chance of a Roshan contest right now. We'll see the Aegis as well as cheese going the way of IG.
Talisman of Evasion on the ground. Burning will be the one to grab the Aegis, and, well, maybe they're not hungry after all. Cheese still just sitting on the ground. Nobody wants it.
I've never known Chuan not to be hungry, man. Well, Team Empire, they've at least got their full team back up in it very soon. We'll see what's going to go down here. Brewmaster, 10 seconds on his respawn. Team IG, pick up the Assault Crest on your Queen of Pain. Luxury items galore. IG put themselves, well, pretty much in an unlosable position here. It would take some serious overconfidence from them, and we're just not seeing. We're seeing a disciplined play from start to finish here in Malaysia. They have not had a game where they've played cocky, where they've gone too aggressive, fed away a lead. Apart from that game 2 where they had a bit of a lead, but that was more Empire good play than anything.
Well, they do go back for the cheese after all. Ferrari gets it, as well as his Assault Cross. All right, IG not grouping up, moving towards the base. Looks like they just want to regen up first. They've got their collection of gems back at home. A couple of trophies there in the base. I can't imagine what else they'd be waiting for at this point. Everyone's pretty much effectively 6-slotted here. Chuan could go for an Aghanim Scepter, but doesn't seem like an item they need to wait for at this point.
Yeah. The one move, I mean, for Empire that they can maybe, they're always going to be looking out for is the Batrider Lasso with a double force staff, like, into the fountain. You've got to pull heroes as far away from the rest of the IG team as possible to stand a chance of defending your high ground. Uh-oh, Silent caught out at top lane. There's a Hex. There's going to be a call as well. He's completely alone, stranded, brought down by your Queen of Pain.
Uh-oh, he
does
not have a buyback.
And with that, IG, got to imagine they're about to make their move. Aegis on Burning, they've got everything they could ever hope for, maybe except for the Ag Scepter on your Shadow Shaman, but that feels unnecessary at this point.
Yoki outside of the base, farming up some neutrals, but will blink back to safety. IG waiting for their creep wave. 2 lanes of barracks down, only 1 in the bottom.
The double courier coming out. It looks like maybe they bought another one when their previous one died around Roche.
Oh, they do have quite a bit of gold, so why not?
Oh, Resolution. He's going to be very careful. Has no buyback. 3.5 minutes, and IG smoked up, looking to get that jump. Ferrari in the front lanes with the Blink Hex available. Is he going to go for this one? It looks like he will. He goes past, catches out Resolution. There's your Blink Call. Supernova to fall. They get the immediate chop on your AA. Lasso comes out, but it's not going to be enough. Maybe Ferrari will go down, but he's gone. Doesn't get the cheese off. Will buy back instead. IG put 3 Empire heroes aside and get to work on the Tier 4 towers and the throne.
No buybacks available for the Empire heroes that are down. The glyph comes out. This could be your GG push. Empire with only 2 alive. It's a 2-on-5. They'll not even try to make a defense. Now they move into the base. A Hex onto Resolution. The Shackles. The throne dies. Nice! It's IG that take the major All-Stars.
Your champions here today from China, Invictus Gaming, 2-0 Team Empire. Empire, they've been playing since 10 o'clock this morning. A big shout out to those guys. They fought their hearts out, but it's IG who come out on top.
What a series.
What a series indeed.
And I think with that, folks, we'll hand it off to the stage for a post-game interview and the conclusion of this tournament.